So I finally got a chance to read DCKL issue 5, bro. You're thinking Lex Luthor and Darkseid are going to be the one that's going to run the thing. And you sitting thinking, oh yeah, it's going to be a diabolical fight. I'm going to find out that Superman is the one that has been kept in a pocket universe where that game night is playing out at. All because Time Trapper figured that there was a traitor a month late, therefore being Booster Gold. Because now with this plot twist, we are finding out that the Time Trapper is finna give Superman, Alpha, and King Omega energy to finally take down Darkseid. To where now they are standing amongst each other, and now you have this glowing ass Superman who's proceeding to run the fade. To where now he is the living embodiment of time because you have millions of years passing through him all the way up until now. And him and Darkseid proceed to get busy, bruh. It's leading to multiple places from Metropolis to Themyscira, the Book of Eternity, Oa, where it had my imagination going wild, but then in the price of them fighting, guess what? Darkseid proceeds to get the upper hand. Now where the heart proceeds to be like, hey yo, bro, we finna go back in the past because clearly you need to, catch your breath. I'm gonna give you some motivation to sit here and give you a time of where everything is in your vision. Whereas in this place of just peace and prosperity, which only lasts for a brief amount of time before Darkseid is right there in front of him. And you have them passing through all these pivotal moments throughout DC history. Seeing how the Heart is playing such a pivotal role of being that coach in the corner as if this is a boxing match, where he's trying to give him the right amount of advice to push forward with the battle of Darkseid. Now when he is back in the past, he also consumes the Big Bang, which catches Darkseid off guard. Which leads to these thunderous ass blows where you have all this power being generated through Clark's fist. But things take a turn and Clark's talking about, hold up bro, even though I might be in a position to win, I'm clearly not playing this game anymore. Which clearly has the Heart confused. What the Heart is doing is trying to play into Clark's needs of what the future can possibly be if he wins this tournament. But that's when he realizes that this is something that he does not want, because quite frankly, he feels like that is too much power for one person to have. This type of power could corrupt somebody, but with him not believing within that type of power, he proceeds to bring his friends back and they all just come rushing towards Darkseid and knock his ass straight out. Or you have Darkseid just floating into space and you have Superman just looking like a whole-blown Celestial. To where you have Clark just sit here and just take in his friends one more time before he says he has to go handle something. And I wonder what that possibly could be. With that being said, you could just show that he just wants the world to be diverse, especially when you get to this page of showing all the different characters within the DC universe and him describing it. Now, quite frankly, it was a good read, not gonna lie to you, bro, but I really just didn't like the fact they just made Superman the obvious choice as far as taking over the King Omega, supposedly. Which I felt like was a loss, because my thing is to see Lex Luthor in a position to where he can craft the world in his image had me wondering how his world will look, and I felt like it would have made some intriguing reading specifically among the characters that we are seeing. But quite frankly, they didn't want to go down that route, and I'm just thinking of it like, damn, that is a missed opportunity. But with this conclusion of DCKO, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I enjoyed it. Just, I really felt like they could have changed the ending.